Rolling. Hey, beautiful people, let's shine some light on the situation. It's summer. Oh my gosh. Well, technically summer starts like June 22nd, but I think it's summer, so it's summer. I just wanted to get on here and do an updated get ready with me makeup tutorial, encourage you while I do my makeup through the biblical story of David and Goliath and a new revelation that the Lord has been speaking to me about. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I already did my brows off camera. They're not finished. I'm also looking down because I have like a mirror in front of me. But yes, let me finish up my brows while I talk to you about David and Goliath. So recently, the Lord had me read David and Goliath, which is in 1 Samuel, I believe. I don't know. I'll put the right verses on the screen. But so I recently read through that with the Holy Spirit, and he showed me a lot of things of like how in the beginning David was the youngest in his family, and he was a shepherd boy, and the whole time he was taking care of these sheep. And in the beginning of the David and Goliath story, his father Jesse wanted him to bring like lunches to his older brothers who are in the army and helping King Saul battle against the Philistines. Now the Philistines have like this crazy guy named Goliath who's 9 foot tall, really tall giant, who is literally just like cursing God and saying, if you kill me, us Philistines are gonna be your servants, but if we kill you, yeah, y'all going down. So David, while he was giving his lunches to his older brothers, he overheard this. He was like, what? Who is cursing my God? And everyone else in this army, including his older brothers, were very scared of this Goliath because he was pretty big, saying mean stuff, like and they were scared. They were like, what's gonna happen? And so, but David, being the bold and courageous, mind you, like he was the youngest, like he was probably like a teen or like, I don't know, 12, I'm not sure, but he was like, well, I'm gonna kill him. And so of course his brothers were like, what? Like, how does he think, who does he think he is? Why is he doing this? He goes and is like, I am going to kill this giant, and people are going to see what happens when you curse the God of this universe, the God of Abraham, Israel, Isaac. Brows are looking interesting. What I usually do is just use this e.l.f. brow pencil and then some like dark brown eyeshadow to fill in spaces. So David is going into the camp, and Saul sees that he is not playing, and David is going to go kill Goliath. And now Saul gives him his armor, and David puts it on, and he's like, wait, I haven't even tested this armor. Like, and he takes it off, and he realizes, hey, like, I can just use stones and a slingshot and kill Goliath. So I shared this story with you so that so you can pick up what I'm throwing at you. So through this story, the Lord showed me, like, since David was taking care of sheep his whole life, he was already prepared for what the Lord wanted him to do. Because in the beginning of this story, the Bible tells you that David had been, when a sheep was taken by lions and bears, he would wrestle a lion and get the sheep out of the lion's mouth, or kill the bear so that he can get his sheep back. So David was strong, and he'd been doing this for a while now. And the one thing that I realized was that he most likely used the rock in a slingshot to make the lions or the bears unconscious. So he'd been practicing this weapon, this type of weapon, since he was a kid, to help his sheep. And through that revelation, the Lord just encouraged me and said, like, this is for me and you. Like, you don't know it, but the Lord has been preparing you for the position that He's going to bring before you. Like, you are prepared, and God always goes before us. It is important to know that God is a God of preparation, and He fully prepares you for the places that He wants you to go. And if you feel inadequate, if you feel like you're not qualified, all you have to do is lean on the Lord, and in your weakness, He will meet you, and He will be strong in your weakness. And don't believe the lie that you are not qualified for what the Lord has for you, because He knows that you are, and He wouldn't be bringing you to that place if you weren't qualified for it. Like, you know, like He knows that through you leaning on Jesus and knowing that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, you can do anything when you are walking with Jesus. And that was really cool, and I hope that encouraged you. So another thing that the Lord's been showing me, when it came down to David about to kill Goliath, all David had to do was walk into the environment, hear what was happening, and through the preparation that the Lord had already been putting him through, and through him just having a heart after God and wanting to honor God, all he had to do was show up. All he had to do was show up and be himself, and that's all he needed to do. So wherever God is calling you, it's going to be a place that is for you. You're not going to have to change yourself to be in that position. The position will be customized for who you are and what the Lord wants to do with you. And so I want you to know that even in that situation, the enemy kind of came at him in a way by letting Saul say, like, hey, use my armor, because, you know, that was the normal thing to do. But even realizing in that moment, hey, like, all I need is what I've already been using. All I need is who I am and the tools that the Lord has already given me. And he took the armor off because he realized that he cannot do anything when he is not in his true identity in the Lord. And that really showed me, like, no matter where we're going, we can't compare ourselves to other people's journeys, because all of us have a lane. All of us have a particular purpose that is catered and unique to us. And so when we try and be someone else, or try to do things in a way that someone else does it, when really our way is the best way for us, because God knows that it is catered and made towards us. And so when we try and do something that is not what we're made to do, it makes it very difficult. Imagine if David went into the battlefield and tried to kill Goliath with this armor on, it would weigh him down. He wouldn't be able to throw the rock in the way that he needed to, and he most likely wouldn't have killed Goliath. And show me, like, you have to understand that your purpose is unique, is something that is needed, and you can't compare yourself to others because they have a completely different purpose than you. It's like comparing, I don't know, an orange to a carrot. Those are completely different categories. Carrot's a vegetable, orange is a fruit, and they have different flavors, they have different shapes, like, but they're both good, you know, and good for you. But you can't say that an orange is a carrot just because, you know, maybe the color's the same. But all this to say, comparison is the thief of joy. And when you stop comparing yourself to others in their walk with Jesus, you see that all you need to do is focus on him, and everything is much sweeter. There is no need to compare yourself because we all are on this journey of self-discovery and of becoming more like Jesus. The enemy will make you compare yourself to others and make you feel inadequate, make you feel like you're not doing enough or you're doing too much. And with Jesus, he knows your heart. He knows what path you are to be on. And all that matters is that you are pleasing God and not man and not societal norms and things like that. The other thing, societal norms, if you think about it, David was the youngest. He was not even supposed to be on the battlefield. He was not even supposed to do all these things. Yet he decided to follow Jesus, follow God, and say, wait, the Lord wants me to do this, so I'm going to do it. He decided to not listen to anything that his father said, his brother said, the king said. He did what God told him to do. He went against societal norms. He went against the pressure of his own brothers, the ridicule of his own brothers, and he did that. I want you to understand that the Lord's going to have you do some crazy stuff that's not crazy, but other people will think it is because it's not going in their box of who you are, or it's not what everybody else does. And all you gotta do is block out the haters and just do what the Lord has for you, because when David decided to just be obedient and serve God and do this and kill Goliath, he saved the whole nation. And the Philistines became servants for King Saul and the Israelites. So, like, through his obedience, he reaped the reward of saving his family, his people. And imagine if he did not do that because of what his brothers might think, or his father might think, or what King Saul might think. And that is pretty cool. done. I'm gonna do blush after I'm gonna do like the end of this story. We see that David uses his slingshot and his 5 smooth stones from the river. He uses the slingshot once and kills Goliath. And so in the end, right in that moment was a moment that changed David's life forever. And all he had to do was walk into that room, the battlefield, or whatever. So God will order your steps. When you are walking in alignment with God, He is going to lead you into rooms that you never thought you would step into, and He's going to show you who you are through the different ways. He's going to lead you. We're going darker than I imagined, but you know what? We're already here. And right when that happened, right when He saved the kingdom, that was when the Lord revealed His glory that was shining on David. That was when the Lord revealed to everyone that David was always with God, and God was with David. You see that Saul starts to like David after he does these things. And through that, the Lord showed me, like, there's gonna be people who try and mooch off of your favor, but the Lord will give you discernment and show you who is really for you and who is just trying to use you. I'm gonna do my mascara off camera and then I'll be back with lips. I'm back. What I like to do for my lips is use some micellar water. Take off the foundation stuff. I'm gonna use an eyeliner. I like this trick. Alright, that's the finished look and the finished encouragement. Guys, I love y'all so much. I hope this was fun and chill and, you know, gave you some joy for today. And just know that God loves you so much and He is going to position you in the right space at the right time. All you need to do is stay in alignment with Him, and He fights your battles. We see that with David and Goliath. Okay, here's the look. Don't mind my room. Yeah, okay, I love you so much.